Paul's took training for a couple of days now. Of course, we're heading into the weekend, a trip, a bit of a daunting trip to Southend, really, to start your time with Shrewsbury. Maybe you'd want a home game to settle in, but instead we've got a few hundred miles down to Essex for that first game. And I think it's the majority of fans think, you know, it'd be good to get anything from the game. Southend have been up and down, spent a bit of time near the bottom of the table, but their results are slightly turning around. They are an up and down team. It is a tough place to go, and I think it's just a case of get what we can there, and, you know, sort of build, start to see an imprint on the team from Hurst. I'm sure he'll have his ideas of what he wants to get from this game, but it's a nice break after that, isn't it, with the FA Cup at home, and then a nice sort of few days, couple of weeks until we go into a league game at the Meadow. So we'll see about that. If you haven't already caught today's Shropshire Star, or looked online at shropshirestar.com, I spoke with Hurst again, and he's talking about hard work. Basically, we all know where he's came from. He's managed in non-league. He's got Grimsby up, and he's really worked his way through those tiers. He's now got himself a job in the 3rd division. No mean feat at all for a player that had to start right down in the depths of non-league as a manager. So that's got to be impressive. And you know, it was clear from meeting him that he's done it fully through hard work. You know, he said he wasn't the most talented player in the world, but he still made 500 appearances for you know, Rotherham United, who are a big club in Yorkshire. So it shows he's very much done what he can with what he's got as a player and a manager, and I think that's a very good sign for Shrewsbury, really. He's talked about that. He's talked about one of the interesting things in today's story, that he thinks he doesn't quite have the players at Shrewsbury Town who are going to come into training and stroll through the week and mess about. He's expecting hard work every day. He said the players aren't good enough to come and just mess about like they're in the Premier League and not work hard. So that was quite a telling line, I think, that he said. And he also mentioned that that, you know, if there are going to be players that don't want to pull their weight like that, then a parting of the ways is going to happen, and that will happen. But he wants everyone on board. He wants everyone to work hard. I'm due at the Meadow tomorrow for a press conference to get an update from how training has been gone, so make sure you catch that.